So is 20% discount or 20% more product better? How do you compare that to buy one get one free? And is 20% off and extra 10% off the same as 30% off? Let's talk about that. Alright, what's up everyone? Thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me today. And if this is your first time here, please subscribe so you'll be my best friend. Alright, so at some point of your life, you probably heard a phrase that, oh, math is such an abstract object. You never used that in real life before. You never use a formula that say distance over time give you velocity of how fast you walk in the grocery store. But there's certainly some part of your life that you definitely want to use math. In particular, when you go shopping, you really want to use math to maximize your discount. You want to get as much value of the product as possible from the money you spend. Well, unless you are a famous YouTuber. So today, we're gonna go over some basic math that you want to know when you go shopping. So sometimes when store have promotion going on, there could be several type of promotions and sometimes it's hard to compare which one is better. So the trick is it's usually easy to translate into one formula. And the formula we're gonna use it, we're gonna translate everything into how much discount we get. And the formula is discount in terms of percentage will be equal to the amount of money you save divided by the amount of money you are supposed to spend. So let's go over easy example. Let's say the deal is you have 20% off. If the product value is 100, you pay only 80, you save 20. So the discount is 20 over 100, which is 20%, which is consistent to what they say, right? 20% discount means 20% discount. However, the tricky part is sometimes they say, oh, you pay 100, but you get 20% extra of the product. Is that the same as 20% discount? The answer is no, and here's why. You can use a formula that says discount is the same as money you save over money you're supposed to spend. So in this case, you pay 100 for the product that's worth 120. So you save 20 over amount that you're supposed to spend, which is 120, which turned out to be 16.6%. In other words, if somebody offers you 20% more of the product value while you spend the same amount, it's the same as giving you only 16% discount instead of 20% discount. Alright, so next time you go to the store and you can choose between 20% discount or 20% extra value, then always go for 20% discount because that's give you more value. Alright, another deal that you see very often is buy one get one free. This one you pay 100, you get the product value of 200, right? Because you get one for free. You save 100 over amount that you're supposed to pay, which is 200. So it's 50%. So buy one get one free is 50% off, which makes sense, right? You pay half of what you're supposed to pay, so 50% off. Another one that you see very often too is buy one get one 50% off. So 50%, right? Big number. But actually you pay 100 for the first one, you pay 50 on the second one. So you pay 150 for the product value of 200. You save 50 over amount you spend is 200. You divide that, you get 25%. So buy one get one 50% off sounds like a pretty good deal, but it's actually only 25% off. Alright, there's another deal that can be confusing. So sometimes you go to the store and they say 20% off store-wide, everything 20% off, and you go to clearance section and say, okay, it's 10% off extra. So it's like, okay, so clearance section is 30% off, right? Because it's 20 plus 10 is 30. The answer is not really. And here's how you actually compute the discount in this case. Let's say the product value originally is 100. So 20% off the first one means you only pay 80. And then 10% extra is taking off the 80. So from 80, 10% off would be $8 off. So you pay 72. At the end, you go to the checkout, you pay $72 for the product value of 100. You save $28 over 100 that you're supposed to pay, so it's 28% off instead of 30. So this type of deal make you think that you save a lot of money, 30% off, while in reality, you only save 28% off. Alright, so the third one, gonna shift the gear from the first and second one a little bit. So this is something that bugged my mind a lot, even though I know already what's going on. It still does bug my mind. Here we go. So let's look at Papa John's menu. So we can buy a small size, which is 10 inches for $10.24. And if you go all the way to extra large, you get 16 inches for $20.24. Alright, so this This is confusing. The price basically double from $10 to $20, but the size of pizza only get from 10 to 16. You pay twice as much for only 6 inches more. What's going on here? The answer is the calculation is wrong. Keep in mind, when we want to look at how much pizza you get, we should not look at the diameter of the pizza. We should look at the area of the pizza instead. To get the area of the pizza, you do pi r square, where r is the radius of the pizza. When they say the pizza is 10 inches, the radius is 5 because 10 inches is the diameter of the pizza. So 10-inch pizza will correspond to the area of 25 pi square inches. And to make the price comparable to other sizes, we should divide the amount of money we spend by the area, so we get how much we pay per 1 square inch. In the case of 10 inches, we have 10.24 divided by 25 pi, which turned out to be 13 cents. So basically it's saying to get 1 square inch of pizza, you pay 13 cents if you decided to buy a small size. And we can move up to the 16 inches. The area will be 64 pi, which bring us to the price per square inch is 20.24 over 60 pi, which turned out to be around 10 cents per square inch. So in order to get the same amount of pizza, you pay only 10 cents if you buy an extra large, but you pay 13 cents if you buy a small. So it's cheaper to buy extra large. Of course, there are other factors to consider too, like how much crust do we get, how much you can eat. Of course, if you want to just eat 2 bites, then it doesn't make sense to buy extra large because you're gonna throw the rest away anyway. But in general, bigger portion will always give you better value. Alright, so that's all I want to talk about today. It's a little short video today, but I hope this helped you next time you go shopping and see all the confusing deals and so you can compare them. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe so you not miss my next video. And for today, thank you for watching. My name is Kwang and you are watching N2K. Peace.